like that too.
Now, if you can bring your people to meet
To
right there,
OBlock?
OBlock, I give you 10,000.
You'll give me 10, that's it?
Yeah.
Nigga, that's racing. Because we going.
And I'll match you.
So that's 20K if I can bring most 60-30s at OBlock.
J-Man, I can't believe you did it. You went to OBlock with some 63rd members. I can't believe you did it.
Damn. You could try it, J-Man.
Your face! Show your face, please, with sugar on top!
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Hookah Anonymous _. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _ and follow us there. Now without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, I would hate to think that FYB J-Man would risk his life or freedom, however it would have played out. But I would hate to think he would risk it all by going into his ops territory, all for the sake of a bet he made with Say Cheese CEO Sean Cotton and Rainwater. However, it's looking like that just may be the case, as FYB J-Man himself posted a video of him being dared to go into OBlock with 8 or more guys from 63rd or FYB, and if he did it, he was promised $10,000 each from both Sean Cotton and Rainwater. I don't know if this is another clout move, because when it comes to J-Man these days, you don't know what's real and what's not. But it's also not smart to post something like that and even insinuate that it was all done based off $20,000 if you were serious about pushing peace. Just like he wouldn't have even released the footage of everything that transpired with E-Dog when it went down, because that wouldn't be considered pushing peace. Now, Tay Capone recently stated during a live that J-Man is the type that takes any opportunity to put out content, whether it's good or bad, and we have also said the same thing. Most people seen that when he recorded his conversation with Lil Durk, it was the only one that put it out despite Durk getting in contact with others and they didn't release a thing. One thing about some people, they feel any publicity is considered good publicity because it keeps you relevant. Which is true in some cases, but it don't always seem to play into your favor, and sticking by that type of motto always tells us that you're willing to do anything as long as you're able to benefit off it in any manner. So when we seen J-Man go into OBlock for the second time, up until a couple hours ago, we all thought he had good intentions because he was pushing peace. But he himself would confuse everybody after uploading an interview that may have showed that the only reason he did it was because he was promised $20,000 to be donated to children, so he says. Now some people say, well, even if he was doing it just for the bet, at least he was doing it to benefit the kids who can use that money. And it sounds good, but once again, it all goes back to people being manipulated into thinking it's for one thing when it's really for another. So are you pushing peace, or are you just holding up your end of the bargain? So we're going to get into all that because I want to know what you guys think about this. Many people have different opinions about it, and some people are actually upset because they thought J-Man was being genuine and they supported it. But anyway, hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it. Now, social media watch FYB J-Man go to OBlock recently when he would be escorted by a Muslim brother by the name of Sadiq, who was holding J-Man down as he entered the gates of OBlock for the first time. Despite that being the ultimate ops territory, J-Man still went and painted the narrative that he was there to push peace and settle the differences that he had with certain OBlock members. He proceeded to interview up-and-coming Chicago rapper from OBlock by the name of Ike Munna, although Ike is 10 years younger than him. Ike expressed how he feel about J-Man dissing his affiliates and the older guys, and Shoebox Baby, who is also another rapper from OBlock, encouraged J-Man to take down his diss songs from the internet if he really is trying to push peace like he's saying. In the midst of the interview, E-Dog, who had prior issues with J-Mane due to J-Mane acting like he caught him lacking before coming out the barbershop, would disrupt the interview, and he was obviously mad at J-Mane for coming there and not acknowledging him due to their history. After things got intense, J-Mane and everyone he came with immediately left, and that was the end of that. E-Dog would do an interview with DJ U shortly after, and when he was asked about the situation, E-Dog mentioned that he feels J-Mane should have spoke to him or anybody he dissed or affiliated with someone he dissed, rather than trying to speak to one of the younger OBlock members who wasn't around for their history. He also expressed that he'd been tried to reach out to J-Mane to sit down behind the scenes and speak about their differences, but he never accepted E-Dog's extended hand. So for him to know that he has a past with E-Dog and deny talking to him behind the scenes to settle their differences, all that was built up at the time J-Mane came to OBlock, and that's why we seen what took place. Now everyone thought E-Dog was being childish, immature, and just wanting to keep the war going. But he exposed that he was the one that tried to push peace with J-Mane first through DJ U. And DJ U confirmed that he did on October 21st, 2024. Some people feel that maybe because no cameras would have been involved, and that's mainly the reason J-Mane didn't want to do it, because J-Mane rather put everything online and turn it into a piece of content. Now with that in mind, FYB J-Mane will have everybody side-eyeing his true intentions after uploading an interesting post to his Instagram account where he seems like he made a bet with Rainwater and Sean Cotton that he'll go to OBlock for $20,000. Check this out.
Now, if you can bring your people to me
To
right
OBlock?
there, OBlock, I give you 10,000.
You'll give me 10, that's it?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Because we going.
And I'll match them.
So that's 20K if I can bring most 60-30s at OBlock.
8 people.
Bring 8 60-30s.
There's known
That's a lot.
FYB.
That's a lot. No, bring known FYBs?
Your members.
Okay. That
And
might
if you can get them people from OBlock to embrace, that's the biggest thing that the world have ever seen. And I give you 10, he'll give you 10.
man.
And Charleston, while you running your mouth about you come with 10 too, bro.
Ooh, I like that. Now that talented. I wanted to put 10 on that, but it's for me. Nah, and what we gonna do with that? And when we pull it out, we donate all to the kids.
Yeah.
Let's start there.
That'll change the world.
Let's start there. That's what we doing with that. Ain't coming to J-Mane. Right there. We gonna talk to existence.
J-Mane would caption the video saying, quote, "I still haven't received payment. Y'all too quiet now. At Sean Cotton, at Rain214 Water. Zelle, Cash App, Apple Pay, Bankwire. I know a few Chicago kids who lost their fathers due to gun violence that I want to bless. Y'all owe a 20-piece spicy. I held up my end of the deal. Do I need to tag Charleston too? Let's start there." Now Rainwater will also respond with his own video reacting to the bet, and J-Mane, y'all check this out.
J-Mane, I can't believe you did it. You went to OBlock with some 63rd members. I can't believe you did it. So Sean, I know I got my 10,000 somewhere. I know you got 10,000 somewhere. There ain't no question. For Christmas, we need to go pass out gifts from 63rd to OBlock. Big old trailer. From 63rd to OBlock to all the kids, J-Mane, you did something that I ain't think you gonna do, the world didn't think you gonna do. Christmas, Sean, we need to go to Chicago. We need to go to Chicago. We need to have the biggest giveaway that Chicago ever seen.
See, everybody laughing, everybody's entertained. They making bets and dares like this is just one big joke. Like people really ain't die for this stuff. And it's all fun and games until something happens to J-Mane, and then what? Them same people laughing and encouraging J-Mane to do the foolishness is going to be the same one saying he crashed out, or the same one saying, damn, J-Mane was a good dude. Right? I get all this stuff is entertaining and supposed to be funny, but don't forget that people lost their lives over the drill culture, and this is why everybody is not playing. So now the question becomes, was he pushing peace or just holding up his end of the bargain? And I don't know why J-Mane would do this. I don't know if maybe this is part of his content, but now people are starting to side-eye him and his intentions when it comes to pushing peace. Just imagine how the guys in OBlock would feel after seeing this. Just imagine how the Muslim guy Sadiq, who extended his hand to protect him while he got him in the gates, imagine how he feels. The thought that maybe he was used all over a bet for $20,000 that he wasn't even included in, right? That he not even getting a cut out of. See, things like this, whether J-Mane is playing or not, these are the type of shenanigans that will have people now starting to turn on you because they don't know what's real with you and what's not. Especially something like this where people think you was really trying to push peace, and turns out that you may have just been trying to use them all for a bet. And now you start to think, for the guys that don't believe he's really trying to push peace, and instead he's pushing content, are they wrong for thinking that after seeing something like this? Right? Even granddaughter, aka Mona Lisa, would get in the comments and put the shocked emoji. Then you have Charles from the O, who is another OBlock member himself, as well as an up and coming rapper. He would comment saying, quote, "All this silly ad ish we see is for the money though. Love." So once again, I wonder how guys in the O feel after realizing that they allowed J-Mane in them gates all because they thought he was really pushing peace, but in reality, he was just dared to do it for $20,000. A lot of people saying, well, he's doing it for the kids, he's doing it. At the end of the day, it was still a dare, right? It wasn't really genuine. But anyway, here's what some people had to say in regards to J-Mane in that post. One social media user would jump in the comments and say, quote, "So it was genuine or was it for the 20K? Let's start there." Another user would say, quote, "People overhearing him. They pushing peace regardless. But if he could pull off something historical, all proceeds go to children, what's wrong with that?" Now here's my thing, y'all. I think people keep using this for the kids stuff as a scapegoat. Every time these guys get caught doing something weird, they say it's for the kids, right? I don't know, man. And nobody's mad if he is genuinely doing it for the kids. But if it is for the sake of the kids, what's the problem with letting the OBlock guys know, hey, it's for the kids? Yeah, it was a bet, but guess what? Y'all literally seen for yourself that that same bet could have went terribly wrong for him. And you don't think if these guys hear 20K is on the line, they wouldn't want parts in that? So I'm almost positive they'll feel like, yo, he used us. Simple as that. And when guys start feeling like that, other thoughts start coming into play. Simple. And you know what's funny? Now that I think about it, maybe this is why he didn't care to talk to E-Dog. Maybe he really didn't want to in the first place because he was really only there to fulfill his end of the bargain. So maybe that's why, right? Things wasn't handled the appropriate way. I don't know. But let me tell y'all something. It's all fun and games until it's not, right? But anyway, everybody's going to have their mixed opinions on this topic, which is why I want to know what y'all think about this. So make sure y'all get in the comments and let us know what y'all think. Do y'all think J-Mane is being genuine about going to OBlock and pushing peace? Or do y'all think it was all done for money and you disagree with him making a bet going into his enemy's territory? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. I'm out.